Hello friends and welcome back to the Gaming Pantry. This is the Retro Bear speaking to you once again with a strange video of sorts of things. Honestly, I've got no idea how this is going to go because I'm putting this together very much on the fly because this is the only day this week I have a chance to record it. Anyway, I hope you are all well and healthy and fit and fighting dandy, or dandy and fighting fit even. Let us address the game in the room first of all. We have Tailspin on the Mega Drive through my Xbox emulator. And I was never a fan of the cartoon, I must be honest with you. It was sort of that era where Disney started putting DuckTales and Rescue Rangers, and for some reason they decided to resurrect Baloo and King Louie from the Jungle Book, even though there wasn't really a demand for that. But they did anyway. I know a lot of people like Tailspin the cartoon, a lot of people like Tailspin the game. I know I've got the NES one I picked up a few weeks ago, which I haven't played yet. There's a surprise. But yeah, so that'll just run round the background on the loop and show you various bits of it. Got the old fizzy Benylin on the go tonight. A bit of Dr. Pepper Zero. Anyway, yes, so I hope you're all well. It's been a strange old couple of weeks. What have we got today? Just basically some stuff which I'm just bringing up to date what's going on, and a few other bits and pieces that have arrived after my last video, because yes, there is another gift. Can you believe it? Another gift from YouTube, part of that giant bundle I had. If you haven't seen that, go and look at my other two videos. Some fantastic stuff, some wonderful generosity, which I am still struggling. Say struggling. I'm still, what's the word? Yeah, still stunned by, and there's still some more to come. I've got a couple of bits to show you and a couple of things to talk about, what's going on, etc. Because it's all change at the moment. There's a lot going on and a lot of things moving around. Anyway, so let's there will be a community video coming up, not this week, maybe next week, maybe the week after, I don't know. So if you have anything you want me to shout out for the community, do let me know. Email address in the link below, or people will know how to get in touch with me who know you. Yes, you. If you're thinking how to get in touch with me, there's somebody I can guarantee that you know who'll be able to put you in touch with me. It always works. I get messages all the time. Hello, it's so-and-so. Oh yeah, okay. So-and-so's asked me to put you in touch with so-and-so to about so-and-so. It's a strange way it works. It's not too far away from the old tin cans on a bit of string, but yeah, it works anyway. So if there's anything you want me to shout out, get in contact with me. There's a couple of things I've already got lined up for it. There will be the inevitable channel shout outs as well. So if I've recently subscribed to you, or I've left a comment on your video that I haven't done so before, there could be a good chance that when the crown goes on, the bear will shout you out. Yeah. You can't see it. King of the community, sort of. I'm doing a very good job apparently. It's always rather worrying, isn't it? So I thought I'd be a terrible king. I thought I'd be the worst king since Herod. It's the fourth time I said that now. No one's laughed. But I will keep trying. But yeah, the worst king since Herod. But no, apparently I'm rather good at it. Not disappointed. It's great to be good at something. But yeah, I don't know. I thought I was going to be for a little bit and pass it on to somebody else. But I seem to be hogging it a little bit. So yeah, there will be another king of the community at some point. I just don't know when. We'll find somebody who's a worthy successor to my throne. Anyway, enough rambling. Let's get on with stuff that's arrived. Anyway, now another box arrived for me. Rather good, isn't it? From my very good friend Time Warp James, who will have a link in the description below as well to his channel. James, if you don't know, also accompanies me on the Wrestle Talk live chats on the VHS Bootleggers channel, for which there'll be a link in the description below. The theme developing here, isn't there? Yes, we get together every other Wednesday. Yes, every fortnight, and we discuss old wrestling pay-per-views. It appeals to quite a few people. A lot of crossover people pop in and watch the gaming stuff, and great. It's always nice to do something a bit different. And there's myself, Pedro, Retro Chef, Gernaldino plays, and Time Walk James. James has been a mate of mine for a long time now. Another one of these people who's been a mate of mine for a long time I've never actually met. But I donated James some of my bootleg DVDs a few months back, a couple of months back, which he only wanted one of, but I sent him 5 or 4, I can't remember now. And he came on Desert Island Games last week, for which there'll be more on that a little bit later on. Talk about that in a minute. But he came to Desert Island Games well, and yeah, just a really nice all-round top chap. And he got in contact with me last week, and he said, oh, not last week, the week before, a couple of weeks ago. And he said, because I'm doing the old Master System collecting at the moment. And he said, he said, can you give me a list of the games that you've got? And I said, yeah, sure, no problem at all. And in true Retro Bear fashion, I completely forgot about it. So he reminded me, and he said, have you got this game? And I said, no, I haven't. And he said, well, I've just picked up a bundle. I've had a bundle, I don't know how long ago it was, or what have you. And he said, I've got what can I describe as an honest copy of this game, and I'm going to send it to you. I was like, okay, well, thank you very much. That's really good of you. Didn't have to do that. So this arrived, this wonderful box, and you can see this here, but there's a fantastic picture of me there. He's actually drawn a photograph of me now. Done a picture. How do you draw a photograph? Who writes this stuff? Oh, me. Yeah, okay, well. Anyway, he's done this fantastic drawing of me. It's very, very lifelike, isn't it? Very, very lifelike indeed. I'm guessing that's in case the postman isn't quite sure where he's dropping it off to. And of course, you've got Vote Pillock on it as well, which is something going back to earlier on this year, which is quite funny. So, nice big box, like a nice big box. We'll use that again. Some wrapping in here. There's a note in here as well. The note was tucked away inside the game. I'd like to give a bit of notage. He has written on it. There we go. And it says, "Hello, Russ. Please accept an honest copy of this game for the mighty Master System, or Master System, depending on what part of the country you're from. Thanks for having on Desert Island Games, the Desert Island series, for giving me the nod on the Wrestle Talk round table, and for the goodies that you sent me. All very much appreciated, mate. Cheers, James." So that obviously gets kept with my other notes and things. And he didn't just send the game. Oh no. He sent me some other stuff as well. So rather fun, actually. So I've got a Game Boy notebook. And he said notepad. I didn't say notebooks. We can't saying I've got a Game Boy notebook. So yeah, a Game Boy notebook. That's great. So nice design on the front. Now, what's games that I can't see? Oh, it's a Mario Land. There we go. And it's just a notepad. So keep that handy for notes and things, which is great, because I should be running out of one of those very, very soon. I haven't got a pad, but I should have got the. He also sent me these as well, which I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with. But these are Super Mario text stickers, so I can stick one over my phone and tablet. There we go. So it was 39 text stickers, and those are them on the back. Nice bit of fun there, though, isn't it? I might stick on Mrs. Bear when she's asleep. See if she notices. That'll be an interesting conversation. Anyway, the one game he did send me. I mean, now bear in mind he said this is an honest copy. Now, you know, I have my own standards, right? I don't know what James's standards are, but I tell you something, they're a lot better than mine. So he sent me this, which is R-type, as they call it in Norfolk. R-type. Yeah, the R. He said, got the hanger. There we go. Now, I mean, look, that's pretty good nick in it. That's a little bit. So that's the side of it, the spine, as we call it in the trade. Yeah, that's good, don't it? Really, really good. And there's the back of it. Now, I'm not looking too hard, but I mean, first impression, I know the lighting here isn't always the best, but I mean, that's a pretty bloody good copy. I mean, there's no damage around the case or anything like that. Okay, it's missing the Sega sticker. Most of them are. So opened it up on the inside. Stu will be happy because it's the right way around. And also, look, he's got the baggies on the manual. Can you hear that? And it's also got the poster behind it as well, which if you can beat Geordie Slasher Gaming to buying all them off internet, you'll be all right. But that's an honest copy of R-Type. And I don't usually swear, but that's flipping amazing. That is something else. It's got 8 levels. I'm never likely to see 7 of them. All right, that's brilliant. But wow, James, thank you so much indeed for that. I've only ever come close to owning this once, when I did see a box of this at the car boot years and years ago. And I didn't even have a Master System. I'd have to have bought a Master System to play it. And when I opened the box up, there was nothing in it. It's a bit of a shame. Had I thought more about it at the time, I probably would have bought the box and picked up a loose copy afterwards. But no, I didn't think like that in those days. But yeah, I mean, it's a brilliant copy. So another great one, boxed and complete for the collection. That puts me, I think, on 71, with about 5 or 6 which aren't complete as I would like them to be. Yeah, fantastic. James, thank you very much indeed. What a lovely man. What a lovely man. There's some lovely men in this community, some lovely women as well. Let's not forget. not be close the ranks or anything like that. There's some collectors of all sexes and that. Anyway, before I dig myself a large hole, let's try and get out of it. Right, anyway, so those of you who may have watched my last videos, I said go and watch them, but you're not going to do that, so you might wait for me to say what's turned up. The day after all this wonderful stuff I had from that, the Magnificent 11, I think it was 11 of them altogether. They may well, it might have been 10, it might be 11, it might be 12, I don't know. But anyway, the magnificent number of people who sent me stuff, you all know who you are. Alex Kidd on the PlayStation 4, the Signature Edition, the 2 rare Wii games, Speed 2 and Springdale. Anyway, I got home from work on Tuesday last week. I was late getting home, I got to go to the shop, so I was late in getting home. Got in, got upstairs, got changed, came downstairs, doorbell rang, and I thought, are we expecting anybody? To which there was no response, so obviously we weren't. So I went to answer the door, and who's behind my door but the ghost of Dainster? Yes. And he said, I understand you're one of these short. A PlayStation 4 controller. Now, a couple of videos ago, I mentioned the fact that I only got one PlayStation 4 controller. And as a result, I was being forced to buy Mrs. Bear games she has to play on her own. or something of the like, anyway, I can't remember what I said. But anyway, this is one that he had, and I've since sort of understood now that the gift for me was meant to be this originally, but then it sort of transpired and get me all that other stuff. So I've got a PlayStation 4 controller, which is brilliant. So again, I know Dainster's contributed out this own collection, so thank you very much for doing that, mate. And again, once again, thank you to all the lads who contributed to this wonderful set of gifts which I've had. So I haven't as yet had time to dig a game out. I could find a 2-player game to play now. I've got Drive Club, but I would have given a bit more 2-player-ish, which is more fun. So yeah, so I'm now a 2 PlayStation 4 controller family. Isn't that wonderful? Yeah, there we go. So guys, again, thank you very much indeed. That's superb. So that's just, yeah, amazing how much the people contributed to that. I'm going to go about it because I want to about the last video. So if you want to see me cry, go back and watch that one. And that's it. There is nothing else. I'm now nothing outstanding. I went out at the weekend for a quick, and I do mean quick, whiz around the shops. There was nothing. So I came home again and decided not to go any further. Got other things going on. Anyway, what else is going on? This is more the second part of the video now. That's all the update and stuff. So what's going on at the moment? Well, Desert Island Games has returned. We've now done 2 episodes over the last, hoping to upload these every Saturday. And they'll go up at the usual Retro Bear time when my video goes up at 8 o'clock in the morning, because I know Rock and Roller likes to get in there first. And they go up there at 8 o'clock, and they sit there. And we've had Nerdy Geezer on, Lee, great to have him on. Last week, Big Game Al. That was a fantastic conversation with Al, because he really did take it seriously. He gave a lot of thought into what goes on, required for it. Not so much the concept, he just picked his favourite games, or horse games, as most people expect him to do. Picked some really interesting choices, and it was great talking to him and understanding his gaming history. And that's really what it's all about. It's not so much the person I'm interviewing, it's the person behind that. So I'm not talking to Big Game Al, I'm talking to whoever Big Game Al actually is in real life. So it's great fun. Now this Saturday coming, which is the 31st of July, I believe, got an absolute legend on. Yeah, I'm not going to say any more than that. And we had these videos are incredibly long. They're not short. We've done 2.5 to 3 hours, near enough. The next one up is 3 hours long. But I tell you something, there's 2 massive tangents in it, but they're great tangents. I'm leaving them in, and I'm just putting them up as well. We had one technical glitch where my guest lost his connection for about 2 minutes, so got to chop the video a little bit. But even so, great to talk to him. I've got another interview lined up this week. I've got 3 next week, and then that'll sort of cover me for the next month. So if I have contacted you about coming on to Desert Island Games and you haven't yet had a date, don't worry. But I'm going to need a little bit of time. I'm looking maybe towards last sort of couple of weeks in August for recording at the moment. Maybe middle of August onwards. I'm just trying to work out where I am. I've got so much going on at the moment. And these videos take an awful lot of time out of a week. And I'm doing 2 or 3. I mean, I did 2... Where we did I try and do 1 a week, but then I've got other things going on. makes it even more worse. So I'm going to try and do 3 next week, 1 this week, and that'll give me another month's worth. And then as I get sort of a couple of weeks time, I'll try and so if you haven't heard from me yet, don't panic. I will be in touch and we'll get something sorted out. If you want to come on Desert Island Games, the email address is below. Get in contact with me. You might have to wait a little bit, but it'll be worth it. It's good fun. You want to come and talk about your favourite games and games you've owned and systems you've owned, that's great. So yeah, that's what it is. So that's coming up, so we'll keep going on with that. I mentioned the VHS Bootleggers. We've got a Wrestle Talk coming up this Wednesday at 8 o'clock on the VHS Bootleggers channel with Pedro, the legend that is Pedro, with Retro Chef Gerdaldini, myself and Time Warp James, talking about ECW One Night Stand 2005 this week. So if you've got an opportunity to pop along or catch the broadcast after we've finished, please do. It's a good couple of hours. But if you like wrestling, then it's 5 wrestling fans talking wrestling. You know, we're not there to give out 5-star awards. You know, we're not Meltzer or anything like that. We're not, critiquing everything. We're just giving our honest opinions. And believe me, I've just spent 2.5 hours watching One Night Stand, and I feel like I've been in the ring for about an hour. It's a bit of an onslaught. I probably should have split it into 2 sittings really, but I used to love ECW back in the day. I could sit there and watch that, but it's a bit more difficult now. I'm a bit older. makes me sound terrible. That so that's this Wednesday and every other Wednesday after that. TMB podcast. We're back again this Sunday, which is the 1st of August. In our next episode. We haven't decided what we're doing yet. There's a surprise, we're only 6 days away from putting the episode out. We haven't decided what we're talking about yet. But yeah, we're back again at 8 o'clock on this channel with the live premiere. Live chat will be going. Hopefully, there'll be a few of us in there as well. Usually at least 3 or 4 of the TMB boys in there. If you are about the Sunday night at 8 o'clock, pop in. Now the football's finished. And I don't think there's any Olympics on at 8 o'clock in the evening. We should be all right. They're 8 hours behind, aren't they? Or 8 hours ahead. It'll be midnight in Japan. We'll be all right. We'll be okay. I think 4 o'clock in the morning. It'll be 4 o'clock in the morning. Won't be any Olympics on at 4 o'clock in the morning. We'll be fine. So there's that, and every other couple of weeks as well we'll be doing that, which has been brilliant. Thanks to everybody who's. It's difficult because we didn't do it for so long, and now we've come back. We've just begun to find our feet, and people are beginning to realise we're there again. So that's good. We alternate every other week with Swap Shop. So it sort of fits in nice. We're making sort of Sunday nights at 8 o'clock very, very popular Swap Shop podcast. Swap podcast. We don't get so many people watching the podcast, but that's what people like, isn't it? So you got something to look forward to each week. Oh, it's Swap Shop this week. Oh, it's podcast next week. Brilliant. I know people listen to that during the week. And then what's it? Oh yes, retro gamer quiz. Yes, apparently it's my turn to be annihilated by Sega Zombie next. Where are we talking? Next Wednesday, 4th of August? 4th of August, next Wednesday at 8 o'clock over on Paul's channel, Retrobait. As Scott continuing to dice up the opposition. I watched the last one with James, Game Zone Bird Room. Poor James, felt very sorry for him. But Scott was on fire that night, he really was, and I hope he doesn't turn up in the same sort of form because he's going to kill me otherwise. So looking forward to that immensely. Whatever happens, whether I win, lose, draw, retire hurt, feign injury, forget, that's a very good possibility, forget. But that's next Wednesday as well, so I'm doing that. I've got quite a busy schedule. This is the problem, so it's why it's a short video. How long have we been in there? 20 minutes. So I've got nothing else to do. It's a good job I've got nothing else to show off because I wouldn't really have time to do this. And then finally, for a quick games room update, I've started the process. We start the process of sorting the other room out. I've now got myself a tiny space and a lock-up somewhere. So I've been taking stuff down there this weekend, Sunday morning. That was a rush round as well. I had a 2-hour window to get everything done because they're only open for 2 hours on the Sunday morning. So took a lot of stuff out of there. I've got some more stuff to take down next weekend, which I'm going to try and get sorted out. So I'm doing this tonight. It's Monday. Got podcast. Got Desert Island Games recording tomorrow night. Wednesday night I'm live on the internet. Thursday night I'm doing podcast recording. Friday night I don't do anything apart from have a bath. Before it's the weekend again. So I'm going to take some more stuff down there and put that in there, and hopefully we can start thinking about taking the wallpaper off, because the wallpaper's going to come off first, then we're going to paint it, and then we're going to wallpaper's going to come off first, then we're going to skim the walls, then we're going to paint them, and then at that point I need to decide what I'm going to do, what units am I having in there, what's the best way to store it. If you have any ideas, I know a few people suggested it already, if you have any ideas about the best way to do it, what the best units are, I know, as like I said, I know a couple of people have already suggested things to me, but general consensus, what is the best way to store games? It's mostly going to be, it's basically going to be games. So I need sort of, where we've made these here, we've made these ourselves, we put these up, these shelves, okay? I don't want to be doing that again, because that's a pain in the arse to do. And there's always a day I'm going to drill through into the next room, so I don't want to be doing that. I want something that's simple, straightforward to do. It might cost me a little bit more, but I want to do it that way. So if anybody's got any ideas, do let me know. I'm not going floor to ceiling. I want to go floor to a certain height, because I've got lots of boxes to put on there, because I've got mini consoles around the top here. I've got all my stuff packed away downstairs, got my peripherals to display and things like that. I mean, whether there's going to be any room left or not, I don't know. So yeah, this could be a project for my finally, maybe hopefully by the time I get to week commencing the 6th of September, which is my next time off work, I might have a week, or I don't have a week, because I see Mr. Bear watching this. We haven't been doing that for a week. We have a week off to do that. We've got other stuff to do, yes we have. So maybe looking around that week of finalising everything, moving everything around, or starting moving everything around, I don't know. It's a long project, so I'm not so overly keen on that, but planning ahead, but we've got an idea. But we started it, so the process has now started. So maybe this weekend, possibly next weekend, the wallpaper will start coming off and we can start thinking about moving it. Because it's still going to cost me a few quid, so from my point of view, I want to try and get it sorted out as quickly as possible. So I don't actually end up running into a second month. It's already cost me a month a week. And if I start running further on that, then I don't really want to go any further, but we shall see. It's still warm in here. And that's it, I think. Yeah, that's it. So it's a bit of a rush job and a bit of a ramble, but that's it. It's good if I've got nothing to show, because I'll still be it. But yeah, so thank you very much indeed for watching. Yeah, strange way to finish the video. Yes, thank you very much indeed for watching. Lots of stuff going on. Desert Island Games every Saturday from 8 AM. The week's episode uploaded, not live obviously, because it's too early to get people on Saturday morning. Wrestle Talk live streams every other Wednesday from this Wednesday onwards. We're carrying on. Podcast this Sunday, which is the 1st of August at 8 o'clock on this channel. And Retro Gamer Quiz next Wednesday night as well on Paul's channel, Retro Bait. And I'll be taking on the Sega Zombie. That'll be an interesting one. He's already taught that one up, and I'm not sure if Scott's worried. He looked worried when he mentioned my name. He went, ooh. Yeah, as long as they're doing subjects I know, that's always rather helpful, because Scott seems to know an awful lot. It'll be fun anyway, won't it? In the meantime, if you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment. Please comment, please. If the comment system works properly, it'd be so much better. But keep trying, please. It's a pain in the arse, it really is. And also, don't forget, if you have not subscribed and you have enjoyed this, go and watch some of the videos, subscribe. This has been the Retro Bear, saying thank you very much indeed for watching. We will see you again very, very soon. But until then, take care. And bye for now.